It's better though. Being a developer is better than I thought it would be.
Yeah?
Yeah, absolutely. My name is Suneet and my current role is Senior JavaScript Developer. That's at a wicked design company called Verse. I graduated from North Coders in August 2019. I'm currently working at Verse, and Verse are a web development agency that are progressing towards more of an app development model. And it's a company full of really cool, really inclusive, really positive people. And I feel really lucky to be a part of that team. Is a developer being what I thought it would be? Yeah, for sure. I always envisaged, when I was a student at North Coders, I always envisaged being a developer was very similar to what some of the tutors were doing here at the time when they weren't teaching, which was trying to solve problems inside of code. Working as a team, working collaboratively, a common task to complete, breaking that task down into manageable, smaller tasks, and all contributing to completing those tasks. That's essentially what it was like working here at North Coders. It's what I observed when I was a student at North Coders. It's exactly what we do at Verse. It's better though. Being a developer is better than I thought it would be.
Yeah?
Yeah, absolutely. The way that development teams are structured, I've worked in Agile since I left North Coders, and the way that these Agile teams are structured, you get a lot of autonomy over your time. So it's all project-based work, it's all task-oriented work, so you're given a lot of responsibility how you go about doing your job, completing that ticket, completing that task, contributing to the team's goal. And I thrive in that kind of environment. I've worked in environments before where, it's been you had to be at the office at a certain time. You couldn't leave until a certain time. You had very little control over what you're doing between starting your working day and ending your working day. But within development, there's so much autonomy to work the way you want to work, and there's even more than autonomy. There's more of a insistence that you design the right day for you and you fit the work into your designed day. Get a lot of encouragement at Verse to design the perfect day for yourself and then fit your work into that. Before I started North Coders, I had just completed a PGCE in secondary school education in computer science. I realised through that process of teaching in school, as a teacher, you have to be able to wear many different hats. It's such a difficult job. And I think at that time in my life, I was really forced to make a decision about what I wanted to do. It was something inside of programming, it was something inside of computer science, and it was that experience that kind of highlighted to me. It wasn't teaching computer science, it was becoming a developer, which is what I really wanted to do. We were taught to develop in JavaScript in North Coders, but actually what we were taught through the course of the course, if I can say that, was how to pick up things really quickly. So because the course is so accelerated, you have so many weeks in one aspect of development before you move on to the next aspect, before you move on to the next aspect. You trained how to pick up things really quickly. So the fact that it was JavaScript that we were taught in was kind of neither here nor there. It was that we were taught the fundamentals of a programming language first. Then we were taught the fundamentals of back-end programming and then front-end programming. And those principles are quite universal. What we learned was universal. So I found it really helpful that the way that we were taught here, I found it really helpful to actually picking up new things in my role. I would definitely say that North Coders prepared me to be a developer, yeah, without a doubt. The support on the course is incredible. I didn't really know what to expect when I arrived, only because I'd never really considered a boot camp before. Everybody in the cohort gelled quite quickly because the atmosphere at North Coders is really quite relaxing and inclusive. And then through the period of the course, the teaching support is second to none. I've done quite a bit of studying in my life. I've never studied anywhere where there's so much expert support on hand and so much willingness to spend the time to help you learn. I've never experienced that elsewhere outside of North Coders. but that's part of the support that you get here. The other part of the support is the other students that are in your cohort. As a teacher here, I saw plenty of cohorts come and go, and the common factor was there was so much collaboration amongst everybody. And that spirit of collaboration, I think, is what's fostered and modelled by the teaching team here. Oh, if I was approached by somebody who's interested, like tentatively interested in developing, and asked about North Coders, I've had this question quite a few times now. My reply is just get in touch with the team at North Coders. The first thing that they'll start talking to you about is just about the course and why you're interested in it. And then you have an invitation to have a look at some preparatory coding material. When anyone ever asks about that, I say the whole idea of the preparatory material is for you to take a look at it and see if you enjoy the questions that are involved. If you enjoy the questions that are involved, it's a pretty good indication of whether you'll actually enjoy being a student on the course, but more importantly, whether you actually enjoy doing the job afterwards. When you have a look at the pre-course material and you attempt some of the questions in there, you kind of know yourself whether it's the right thing or the wrong thing for you. But at all points, I'm confident that the team in North Coders will be able to kind of assist you through that. If it's the right thing for you, you'll get lots of encouragement. If you think it's the wrong thing for you, you'll get lots of encouragement for the next thing you're going to try.